What's up, guys? So I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I am out here on another run, and I am prepared to teach you, yes you, 3 ways to stop attracting negative energy. And who wants that? And who wants those negative vibes that other people are giving you, right? You only want positive energy, positivity, peace, love, and positivity, right? How can you get enough of that? And for that reason, I am gonna give you 3 ways, yes, 3, for you to become, a way to reject that negative energy. And for that, we will start with number 1. So number 1 is to know your worth, right? Know yourself. Do, the work that it takes, right? Because if I don't know about you, but if you're just simply wandering about life, carelessly, without a goal, without a direction, without a plan, it's very easy to get hung up, in negative opinions or views of you, right? Because people are gonna, hey, what's up? People are gonna comment on you, right? They'll say whatever they want to say, and sometimes, that can be negative, right? And you are more vulnerable to those attacks, right? Because that's what they are. They're an attack on you. Why else would they be doing it? And just like a soldier, in battle, you gotta have a shield, right? And you gotta have a strong one. You gotta be able to deflect, those, threats. And the way you do that, is by knowing yourself, by having experience and what you do. Because I don't know about you, but if, let's say I, was a gym enthusiast for, 10 years, I would probably have a solid foundation of who I am there and where I come from, right? What it takes to be successful in that realm, because I personally have put in the work, right? I know what it takes. But if I was only there for a few months, I wouldn't really understand it that much. But I would be more open, to getting steered off course, right? Like a boat. And for that, you simply have to be aware, of your experience. How well versed are you in a certain field? Are you a beginner, intermediate, advanced, master? Michael Jordan, as high as you want to be, in the skill level of whatever it is you're doing, that within itself will tell you, how much advice you need from people, right? Because a lot of times when you are at a higher level, people in lower levels will, have their 2 cents to throw at you. And more often than not, it won't be the right thing for you, right? It'll pull you in the wrong direction. And what you got to realize is that all those hours that you put in, to do the work, you got to stay faithful in it. Because, what they can do is they can question you, question why you're doing a certain thing a certain way. And, their particular view may not be the right one for you. It may not accurately portray your goals. It'll only portray the ones that they want of you. And for that reason, why are you gonna let yourself be vulnerable to something like that? Why are you gonna let something, as little as an opinion affect you? And, if you're positive, that positive mindset, you wanna stay with that. You don't wanna leave that mindset, right? You want to have a solid 5-10 years of being in a positive mindset, because you'll be grounded, within that frame of mind, within that way of thinking. And when you come across those people, they won't be able to get in your head as easily and steer you away from that positivity and into their, unfortunately, negative mindsets. So for that, we have number one. And now, number two way to avoid negative energy is to, read about it and have, a close network of individuals with these positive mind frames, right? You don't want a circle of negative influences, negative people that don't have goals that align with yours. And for that, why would you do that? Right? If I'm a gym enthusiast and I have positive thoughts about going to the gym, because not everyone has, not everyone has those, way of thinking, that positive mindset, why would I put myself around those negative people, right, that think like that, right? I want to get away from them, run. And, if I put myself around those positive people, it's going to rub off on me, right? What, a normal 1 hour gym session, right, and the challenges that I can provide you, it's going to be easier because you're going to have, people to go to, resources, right? They'll help you there. The gym, they'll spot you, right? You can talk to them about it. And, that support is what's going to take you away from the negative energy, right? Because, you can say whatever you want to say about particular activities, right? Some illegal, some bad, right? Arguably. And yes, you want to be negative about those behaviors because you don't want to do them, right? Why would you want to be positive, about doing something that's going to harm other people? That could probably, get you in jail, get you in trouble, and it's not morally the right thing. And those ones that you want to throw negative energy at, you want to reject, because those, can take over. And, from that, if it's something that you love to do, a passion of yours, a hobby, then it's okay, to be positive, about that. And from that, have that positive, group, right? One that rejects that negative energy, because, that group mentality, that strength in numbers will help out significantly when you come, into attack, those questionings that you may undergo. So for that, we will dive into number three way, to distance yourself from negative energy and reject it. So number three way, to get away from the negative energy is to, get a mentor, right? Get advice, from people, right? Professional people, right? That are in your field that you want to be in, right? Let's say you want to be a lawyer, right? Why not, even hire them if you have to, right? Hire a lawyer, somebody with experience in what you do, that knows, what it takes to be who they are, right? And that can guide you on the way of being there, because they will give you a positive mindset. They'll give you reassurance when you're doing something right, and they will give you negative assurance when you're doing something wrong, right? When you're, encompassing a negative energy, they will notice that, right? And they'll take it away from you, because to get to where they are, right, to achieve the things that they did and become your mentor or your coach, they had, to deflect negative energy. They had to push it aside, right? Not let it get, into the head, not let it take over, right? Because they themselves probably had their own mentors and their own guides leading them, on the way that they did, right? Through law school, right? They had their professors teaching them, right? And then afterwards, when they got internships, they had, their bosses, and people at the top, right? Teaching them, hopefully, because they're there to learn, right? They're there to get better at what they do. And there's gotta be people showing them and helping them along that way. And, for that, they have to, not succumb, to, these negative thoughts, right? Whether they're tired, don't feel like going to work one day, or question their entire motives as to why they want to work in what they want to work, because that's happened to me, right? I'll admit that. You know, I've had, you know, thoughts where, and days, why question, you know, my entire path, you know, of life, like getting to this point, everything that I did, all the schooling, hours of work, everything, I questioned it, right? And I wanted, you know, to start new, to, you know, erase everything, right? Because, you know, I had these negative thoughts, right? And those are the ones that you don't want to, those aren't the ones that you want to let take over you, right? Because they, you know, can do that to you. They can steer you off course, you know, make you, you know, question everything that you're doing. Because I don't know about you, but it made me do that, right? I worried sometimes, and for that, no, I hope you don't. No, I hope that, you know, you don't fall into that trap. And, you know, having someone, you know, at the top to guide you will make a huge difference, right, on what you want to do. So, you know, for that reason, along with the other two ways, I hope, you know, you're able to take, you know, this advice and learn from it, hopefully, because it will take away those negativity, right, that negative energy. So for that, we say thank you, and I hope you enjoyed.